You're sitting in class, supposed to be taking notes, but your mind's already scrolling through memes or stressing about that group project that's due tomorrow. Sound familiar? Or maybe you're trying to hit the gym consistently, but every notification pulls you away. We've all been there, feeling like our brain is wired to sabotage us. But here's the twist that's going to blow your mind. The most powerful habit your brain has isn't discipline, or willpower, or even grinding through to-do lists. It's something way sneakier. It's attention itself. Whatever you keep pointing your focus at, that's what your brain turns into your new normal. Stick around, because understanding this changed everything for me during my worst burnout phase. And it can do the same for you. Okay, real talk. I used to think I was just lazy. Senior year of high school. Exams piling up. I'd open my books and boom. 10 minutes later, I'm deep in my phone, comparing myself to everyone else's highlights. I'd beat myself up, promised to try harder tomorrow, but nothing stuck. I felt stuck in this loop of distraction and guilt. Then I stumbled on some brain science that explained why. And no, it's not some boring lecture. It's actually kind of wild how our brains work. Your brain isn't fixed like a computer you buy and that's it. It's plastic, meaning it reshapes itself based on what you do over and over. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. There's this old rule from a guy named Donald Hebb back in the 1940s. Neurons that fire together wire together. Basically, when you think a thought or feel an emotion repeatedly, those brain cells link up stronger. Like trampling a path through grass, it starts faint, but walk it enough times, and it becomes a clear trail your brain defaults to without even trying. Now tie that to attention. Your focus is like the spotlight. Whatever you shine it on most, that's what gets repeated. That's what fires over and over. And guess what? Your brain rewires to make that the easy path. So if you're constantly checking social media during study sessions, worrying about what people think, or replaying that awkward moment from lunch, your brain starts defaulting to anxiety, distraction, comparison. It becomes your autopilot. But flip it, if you keep directing your attention to progress, small wins, or even just calm breathing when things get chaotic, your brain builds new paths there. Calm becomes easier. Focus feels natural. I felt this firsthand. Last year, I was in a rut, always noticing how behind I was on assignments. My default was overwhelm. But once I got this, everything shifted. Let me get real for a sec. There was this period where I couldn't sleep because my brain wouldn't shut off. Replaying fights with friends, doubting if I'd ever get my life together. I'd wake up exhausted, snap at people, then feel worse. It was a cycle. Why? Because my attention was glued to the negatives. Every little setback got magnified, and my brain wired itself to scan for more threats. It wasn't weakness, it was just my brain doing what brains do, strengthening whatever I fed it most. Anyone else trapped in that? Like, you should study, but your focus drifts to how tired you are or how unfair the workload is. And suddenly, hours gone, nothing done. The crazy part? Your brain has this built-in filter called the reticular activating system, or RAS. It's like a gatekeeper in your brainstem that decides what bubbles up into your awareness. Ever decide you want a certain hoodie, and suddenly you see it everywhere? That's your RAS highlighting it because you made it important. Same with negative stuff. If fear or doubt is your repeated focus, your RAS starts spotting evidence everywhere. But we can hack that. So how do we turn this into something we control? Here's what actually worked for me: simple steps, no overwhelming overhauls. First, catch your current defaults. Spend one day just noticing. Where does your attention go when you're bored, stressed, or alone? No judgment, just observe. Write it down if you can. I did this and realized 80% of my downtime was doom scrolling or overthinking drama. Second, pick one new direction. Don't try to fix everything. Choose something small but positive. For me, it was shifting to gratitude during tough moments. Like when I'd feel overwhelmed, I'd force my focus to 3 things going right. That lecture I understood, the coffee that hit perfect, a text from a friend. Felt fake at first, but repetition is key. Do it enough and those neurons start linking up. Third, guard your spotlight. Your environment feeds your attention. I deleted apps that pulled me into negativity, set my phone to grayscale so it wasn't as addictive, and started a quick morning routine. 5 minutes listing what I wanted to feel that day. Focused, capable, chill. Fourth, use mini resets. When distraction hits, pause and ask, what am I feeding my brain right now? Then redirect. Even 10 seconds of deep breaths, eyes closed, picturing your goal. It interrupts the old wiring and starts the new. Do this consistently, not perfectly, and in weeks you'll notice shifts. Distractions lose their grip. Calm shows up more automatically. I started small, and now when stress creeps in, my brain defaults to solutions faster. It's not perfect, but it's worlds better. Alright, let's wrap this up. The most powerful habit your brain has is attention. Whatever you repeatedly focus on literally reshapes your neural paths and becomes your default reality through neuroplasticity, Hebb's rule, and your RAS filter. You can't control everything, but you can control where you point that spotlight. Start redirecting it today and watch your brain build a better autopilot. Try this tonight. Before bed, spend 2 minutes focusing on one win from your day and one thing you're excited for tomorrow. Feel it really. That's planting new wires. If this hit home, drop a comment. What's one thing you're going to redirect your attention to this week? Hit like if you're ready to rewire. Subscribe for more real talk productivity stuff that actually sticks. Let's build better brains together. See you in the next one.